true or false, because the report said several SEC teams were reaching out to Sam Hartman, he could start at all 14 SEC schools next year?
Oh, that's true. I've seen him a bunch of times the last couple of years now. He is really, really good, like really good. And if there's a place for Chase Daniel in the NFL, if there's a place for Colt McCoy, then there's a place for this guy. Tough as nails, really smooth passer. Nothing affects him in the pocket. When you guys watch that slow mesh Wake Forest offense, which is fascinating, he's throwing the football like 2 yards from the line of scrimmage with bodies flying all around him, and his eyes never come down. He's always keeping his eyes downfield. It's unbelievable to see that type of savvy and focus. So I think anytime you have a guy that's thrown for that many yards, that many touchdowns, been that productive, of course you're going to take him. And I think it's smart on his part because he needs to go into another offense to prove that it wasn't this scheme only, that he can do it in another set of circumstances. And I think he's really smart in doing that.
Will that slow mesh spread in college football? Is that a Dave Clawson only thing, or do you think you'll see other teams run it? Because it gets a whole lot of criticism. People don't like watching it.
You're starting to see the Chiefs do it a little bit in the NFL.
Dude, it puts you in such a conflict of assignment. You think the zone reads a problem or an RPO is a problem? This thing's a huge problem. Because at what point do you tell your players, okay, you have to commit to the run? I mean, they are literally dragging that thing from 5 yards deep to 1 yard to the line of scrimmage. What are you going to tell the guy to do? And Dave Clawson told me we prepared for the Florida State game this year. I said, how was this thing born? He goes, well, number one, we couldn't block a chair when we got here. All right. Then we started realizing that athletically we could RPO people, but they could change things up on us and give us a foggy picture. He goes, when we started to go to this, it forced teams to commit to one or the other. So all it did was clear the read up for the quarterback. I think the concern that other coaches have, because it is fascinating when you watch it, it is remarkably productive. The other concern is it looks like it's really difficult to protect. You know, how close do you want your quarterback to the line of scrimmage with bodies around him? And could they all do what Sam Hartman has done? I don't know. But I know it's remarkably difficult to defend, and nobody likes preparing for it.
And I don't like watching it. I'm going to tell you, it's not entertaining to me to watch. It's hard. It's a hard watch for me.
It's disconcerting, isn't it? Like you're kind of going, oh, wait a minute, you know. And it's just I'm with you a little bit there, Jim. It's different. It is hard to watch sometimes, but if you want to get a scheme advantage, and maybe you don't have the athletes that everybody else does, that's why Wake and Dave Clawson have done what they've done.